The new 133,000 square foot facility will include flexible space for major events.
While most of us are still in bed, Jim Sargent's already hard at work, writing and recording the morning's newscasts.
Construction may begin as early as November of this year.
It's his third career, but one he never planned on.
State Fair.
A Syracuse music major, he taught for 11 years in South New Berlin, then spent twice as long in security and everything else at Jamesway, eventually adding part-time work at the radio station, including a late-night jazz show. In 1994, an unexpected opportunity when the morning news reporter resigned. Station owner Matt Cooney made Jim an offer he could and did refuse.
And so he asked me if I was interested, and I told him no. I said, I can't see myself doing any news because I haven't had time in the last 20 years to read a book, a magazine, watch news on TV, none of that stuff. And he said, well, try it, why don't you? And I said, no thanks. And I go home and there's an answer machine message on my answer machine that Matt Cooney, oh, Jim, please try it, try it. And of course, after a while, they wore me down. He said, well, try it for one day, and if you don't like it. He was a wonderful guy, a great teacher, great role model.
When Matt sold the station, Jim stayed on, more dedicated than ever to reporting the news, even when the news station owner ordered him not to. It was because Jim's report on the local economy mentioned a store that wasn't an advertiser.
I didn't do it the first hour, 6 o'clock hour, but by 7 o'clock, I was pacing back and forth. I said, that's a good story. I'm going to run it anyway. So I did. Never heard a word because I did the right thing. That's the way I feel about it.
Matt Cooney would have been proud.
Even though he didn't really have a journalism background, he studied and discovered what he needed to learn in order to do the job well.
I don't know, through life I've had this feeling that I have to do something I can't do. And it makes me feel better afterwards.
Over the years, Jim's rubbed elbows with a lot of famous people, many of them fixtures on the studio wall.
The jazz musicians were, of course, more my field, like Dave Brubeck. And of course, I met President Clinton at the skating rink uptown. And of course, Michelle Gorbachev, I met him. And Governor Pataki. Of course, Senator Libous was a good friend of mine.
And while Jim admits a preference for politics, ordinary news of the day is rewarding too.
Yeah, that's the best part of the job, is getting out and socializing and being a part of the community and seeing all the great things that are going on here in town.
Jim has been there consistently for the radio station in Norwich and really takes a lot of joy in providing information for people. So I heartily recommend all to continue listening to Jim, and I congratulate the Chamber on making it known that this is a guy who really does deserve the reward he's receiving.
From our Town Square Media Studios in downtown Norwich, I'm Jim Sargent with a Big Cat Country News Update.